Hello, my name is Antoine Jordan and I'm a junior here at Washington College and I'm an International Studies drama double major. Some of my professors here had mentioned the possibility of, there's plethoras of internships, but you could apply to the State Department for an internship, and I'm interested in joining the Foreign Service when I graduate. So I figured an internship at the State Department would be a great way to put my foot in the door, understand what the department's about, and get a good general idea of how everything works. So I just kind of applied on my own and was lucky enough to get the internship, and it turned out great. I was at the Foreign Service Institute, which is like the training college for all of the U.S. diplomats that go overseas. And that's in Arlington, Virginia. It's almost like a mini college campus. It's really cool. And I worked in the Consular Training Division, which works with visas, passports, American citizen services, embassy staffing, all kinds of stuff. And consular training's duties were to help new Foreign Service officers or older officers changing areas inside the Foreign Service learn about how to issue visas and passports. If there's a terrorist attack in a country, you're the first person to go out and, find the American citizens if they're there, if they need help. If you're arrested overseas, consular officers are the ones to go and meet you in jail if your family's not there. So it was really interesting learning a lot about how our diplomats and our officers overseas help American citizens if they lose their passport or get arrested. I think my best part of the experience of interning at the State Department at the Foreign Service Institute was being surrounded by Foreign Service officers, which was great for me because I really feel like that's what I would like to do leaving Washington College and joining the real world. So it was great to talk to Foreign Service officers to understand what the Foreign Service is like. It's a very different lifestyle. You're moving around, you're in a different country for 3 months or 3 years at a time, excuse me. You have to learn a new language, but you get to immerse yourself in the culture, and at the same time you're helping America become more prominent in the country, or you're helping establish or continue the relationship America has with that country. And you get to meet the people and hang out with the locals and stuff at the same time while helping them get passports or something like that, or visas to come to the US. So it was really good just having the experience, talking to them, asking as many questions as possible. What's your wildest experience at a post abroad, or what would you tell me not to do when I apply for the Foreign Service and take the Foreign Service Officer exam? So that was probably the best part. Although I'd say the saddest part was I missed Hillary Clinton. Not once, not twice, but 3 times I missed a chance to see her. But otherwise it was a great experience being at the State Department and the Foreign Service Institute. I think the most surprising to me was how intricate and how complex visa and immigration laws are. I really hadn't known that much before, and consular training, especially new consular officers, have to go through a month-long session or training course, 31-day business days, where they learn about everything from how to issue a passport, how to, deny visas, how to accept visas, etc. And there's all kinds of classifications, and which I had no idea. I just figured you apply for a passport or a visa and you get it, but there's literally an alphabet soup of visas and passport issues and all kinds of things that you come up when you apply for a visa or a passport. So I think that was the most surprising to me, learning more about immigration law and how we help our citizens specifically overseas. Normal work day was hopping on the metro at around 8 in the morning, and thankfully I didn't have to go too far. It was only 1 stop away, and I would catch a State Department shuttle, go to the Foreign Service Institute, and during the workday I'd do everything from helping put together training manuals for a next class, or if there was a training going on overseas, a consular training, a mini workshop going on overseas, I'd help put together travel information or workshop information for that. My favorite thing to do was students would have to do role play sessions with the Foreign Service officers during training, where they'd have to act like they were a crazy drunk Russian guy trying to apply for a visa, and the officers have to be prepared to know what to do when something like that happens. So it was fun for me. I got to do a lot of role-playing stuff with the students and with the Foreign Service officers, just acting like different visa applicants or passport applicants or an American citizen stuck in some sort of cataclysmic accident in a country overseas. So it was really fun. That was the best part for me. I'm going to the Hansard Program in London. It's a program that the college has with the London School of Economics and Politics, where you study at the LSE and you get to intern for a member of parliament. So I'm leaving next Friday for that trip this fall. And I think it'll be great to take what I learned at the State Department this summer and apply it to what I'll learn interning in Parliament this fall, seeing how Parliament and the Foreign Office in the UK works with how they issue their visas and passports and their citizens to, or their services to British citizens, and how Parliament and either the US State Department and the Foreign Commonwealth Office work together to create foreign policy between the US and the UK, or the UK's relationship with the Foreign Commonwealth Office creating foreign policy. So it'll be really interesting to see how those relationships work, since I know how more US works, but it'll be really cool to see our British counterparts and how they work and how their system works. In 5 years after I leave WC, I hopefully will be either getting my master's degree or my doctorate, fingers crossed. But if not that, hopefully working in the Foreign Service Institute, becoming a Foreign Service officer and traveling the world and being posted to awesome places abroad, but helping promote America at the same time and learning more about the world and immersing myself in new cultures.